Episode 7, the Meatball Sandwich. Hero, sub, hoagie, submarine sandwich, dagwood, whatever the hell you call a sandwich. Today we start by roasting some fresh garlic for some garlic butter. And if you've never done this, do it. It mellows out and deepens the garlic flavor. It's delicious. So just toss in some extra virgin olive oil, salt, pepper, wrap it in a little foil blanket, and bake it at 375 for about 40 to 60 minutes. Next we are going to chop up some onions for our meatballs and sauce. Oh, hey, we're already done. Wow. Now to saute. Start with butter, then add all your onions. Don't be shy. If you are not roasting garlic, you would add minced garlic at about the halfway point here as well. Add some salt, fresh black pepper, and let's get these onions sweating. Once they start to glisten and soften, scoop a little under a half out. Let them cool down on the side. Add your tomato paste. Then hit it with some red wine, user's choice, and mix until thick. Now it's time for the tomatoes. I used a knockoff brand's crushed tomatoes because my super fresh, authentic San Marzanos that I get flown in from Italy on a biplane were delayed. Use what you have. 2 big cans of that, and mix. Season with fresh basil and oregano, onion powder, garlic powder, fresh black pepper, cayenne pepper, garlic salt. And now stay with me here. Chicken bouillon and some water. Trust me, it's good. I never said it was authentic. I'm just saying it tastes good. Now mix all that together and let it simmer. Collect your roasted garlic, and hey look, aren't they cute? So good, you can eat them by the spoon. Seriously. But resist and mash them up in a bowl. Get your preferred butter to mix at room temp. I use the whip stuff because it's $2 and easy to use in this situation. Take out at least 1 scoop before you mix the butter for your sauce. Plop in all the butter, mix it together, and I like to season it with salt, pepper, white pepper, cayenne, garlic salt. Mix, cover, put it in the fridge, let all the flavors settle so it actually turns back into, butter. And now, the balls. 2 pounds of beef, pork, veal mixture, or meatloaf mix. 2 eggs, I usually use 1 egg per pound of meat. Breadcrumbs, about that much. Add those onions that you stole from yourself earlier. And season with the usual suspects. Salt, pepper, cayenne, and make sure you hit the camera with your hand. That gives it extra flavor too. Now get in there, both hands. I always make sure I have extra water and breadcrumbs, in case it is too tough or too liquidy. Form into balls. I go for, baseball, tennis ball, basketball size-ish, never smaller. Place them on your sheet pan with some space in between. And yes, I bake the balls beforehand. It's just my preference. So deal with it. Put them in your preheated oven, 475 degrees, for about 45 minutes, just so they keep their shape. So you don't mix them and it turns into meat sauce. Although, there's nothing wrong with meat sauce. Add your balls to the sauce while avoiding all childish jokes. And then let them simmer for at least another hour. Now it's time to toast the bread. But first, spread copious amounts of your fresh garlic butter. And then hit them with some pecorino romano. The cheese that's $8 a little tub, but it's worth every goddamn penny. And surprising nobody by now, more pepper. Once toasty, add your balls. But carefully, the bread that you have is flimsy. And made for thin cold cuts, not gigantic meatballs made for giants. And I was too lazy to get some Italian bread after the deliveries I had. Both were out of stock, but the show must go on. A little extra sauce on top, and then top it with some fresh mozzarella. And then throw them back in the oven. And look, they're done. The flimsy bread did get a little burnt on the end, but it's all good. It's a tasty option for some sauce, and the next day I make pasta with the leftovers. While flimsy, I had to fork and knife it. The garlic butter added to each bite and did not overpower, and it's a sauce I personally enjoy. I also never measure, so yeah. How do you make your sauce? Or your balls? That's this episode, and why I'm still salty from this flimsy bread. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next Friday.